introduce you to our earthly timeline. So what we do is we look at our past generations. This is our past generations. This is our parents, let's say, our father and our mother. This is our conception. This here is our womb journey. And then our birth from birth to 3 years of age. From birth to 3 years of age. And then we can do from there up to 7, from 3 to 7 years of age. And up along, from 7 up to 12 years of age. And then we can do teenage years, from 13 to 19. And then from there, 19 up to 25. And so on, right up to the full. We'll assume our timeline is, we're going to give everybody a long, long life, 120 years. So then we can do all the years up along the earthly timelines, up along all the years, right up. We just do it up in whatever tens or whatever, up along, and then we look at the death, our deathbed. If we're lucky enough to have one, our deathbed, and preparation for the deathbed as well, and the spirit observing, leaving the body while we are maybe buried underground in our coffin, or whether we're cremated, whatever, burial ground. So we give you a full overview of the timeline. We look at all the different stages of growth and development, and as life goes along, and all the responsibilities and roles that people play, and all the challenges. We look at challenges that people experience on the earthly timeline. So we have many models created already, which we will share people that the life experiences that they meet on the timeline. We will introduce different situations, be it, and one model we will have focus much on is loss, the loss model. Loss is a huge part of life. Huge area, huge part of life. And we can also talk about conflict models. We can talk about, I don't like to be harsh, but the reality is people get experience conflict and violence and abuse. All these models we will refer to over time. Also, then many people, those babies in the womb, loss of baby in the womb, loss of children when they're born, at young ages. These are all loss models that experience all out through the lives. So this is why we're going to look at all these different models and all relevant to people's life situation, relevant to people's lives and life situations that they encounter and experience, and to empower people to meet these challenges in a way that they can evolve beyond them and hold their emotional stability and understanding that life doesn't go to plan. Life does not go to plan. I mean, you can ask anybody on the street or anywhere in life, did your life go to plan? And everybody will shake their heads, my life didn't go to plan. Nobody's life goes to plan. And the reality is, life is not meant to go to plan, as we are here to experience life and the obstacles that it offers. Why? The reason is why do they happen? They facilitate our evolution. Challenges facilitate our evolution. What does that mean? The evolution means that we come to know and understand, like we talked about the program, we come to know and understand our true divinity, as we are true divine beings of love. So when we meet the challenges here in daily life in our minds, and we move up here, and we learn and understand our divinity. So every time we meet challenges, we connect to our divinity and we nourish our relationship with our divinity as we move through our earthly timeline. So when life is over and the challenge is over, the earthly timeline is over, you already know who you are long before your deathbed, long before your spirit leaves your body. I know who I am long before now, and this in turn makes life and the death and departing this world. So you leave it with such understanding as you have learned who you truly are as you come along to your timeline. And this is what this program teaches you. It teaches you right from the beginning who you are. And right here, you say, well, I know who I am long before my hour of death has arrived. And this is the joy of the program, that you realize who you are very early on. And then the other aspect is looking at the past generations and look at how the toil and the struggles our past generations had, and the pain and the suffering that happened between war and violence. Again, they did their best, all did their best. But this program, like we're saying, that this enlightened model up here, we're bringing in enlightenment to the mind and bringing us into a whole new state of consciousness that unfortunately our past generation didn't have access to. So now we understand, we can look back on our past generations with love and compassion and understanding that they hadn't accessed this higher state of consciousness, or you can call it the higher state of beings of love. So this is the joy of sharing this program, introducing people to the divinity early on in life, and allowing them to negotiate daily life from a higher perspective and understanding why you are here. You are here to awaken the divinity within. That is why you're here. But the joy of it is, if we imagine children from once the day they're born, and even for parents, to prepare parents, even to educate the parents about the child in the womb and the divine being of love that's being created in the womb. And when the child is born, you see the education starts there, and allowing the child to know who they are from the moment they're born. And look what a blessing it would be for them to walk the earth knowing who they are and knowing why they're on the earth. And this is the joy of this program. Thank you.